Good evening, everyone. Welcome to GSS Core. This is Ajay Shah. So let us start the discussion of 10 MCQs. And for the next 10 classes, we are going to discuss all the MCQs with respect to the area of science and technology. This is the first question for you. The first question is on food fortification. The first statement says it is an addition of one or more micronutrients to the food and aims to replace the current balanced diet to address malnutrition. This statement is wrong because the objective of food fortification is certainly to address the malnutrition, but it doesn't aim to replace current balanced diet, but it aims to make the diet little diversified. Now, second statement says Food Safety and Standard Fortification of Food Regulation 2019 has prescribed standards for food fortification food products in India. This statement is correct. So only 2 is the correct statement here. So B will be the correct answer. Now some validation. So what is this food fortification? So food fortification is a deliberative addition of one or more micronutrients to food so as to correct or prevent a deficiency and provide a health benefit. Now these nutrients may or may not have been originally present in the food before processing. Now why this was in news? Because Department of Food and Public Distribution recently approved a recently sponsored pilot scheme on fortification of rice through the public distribution system. Now, Food Safety and Standards Regulation 2019 has prescribed standards for fortification of various food products, such as all fortified foods must not fall below the minimum level of micronutrients. That's all. Now, this question was on something which was debatable, controversial, fine. So, which of the following is correct regarding DNA technology uses and application regulation bill 2019? The first is the bill aims at strengthening the justice delivery system of the country. This is so correct because with the development of DNA technology, justice system will improve in forensic particularly. The second says the bill provides for establishment of a DNA regulatory board chaired by Union Ministry of Science and Technology. This statement is wrong because it will be chaired by Secretary of Department of Biotechnology and not Minister. The third statement says the bill provides for consent-based collection of DNA for DNA profiling in all categories of cases. This is also wrong because it will be not for all categories of cases, but it will only in certain categories of cases in which like imprisonment is up to 7 years. That's all. So which answer will be the correct answer? Option number A will be the correct answer. Now some validations. So as per this DNA technology uses and application bill 2019, there will be establishment of national and regional DNA data banks. Then under the bill, DNA testing is allowed only in respect of matters listed in the schedule of the bill. And then it also says that there will be establishment of DNA regulatory board which will supervise the DNA data banks and DNA laboratories. Now the bill also specifies penalty for various offences like disclosure of DNA information or using DNA sample without the authorization. And this was only one of the major causes for controversies behind this bill. So let us move to the next question. In this question, we have to choose incorrect statement and we have to choose the correct statement regarding the shit blight disease. The first says it is a bacterial disease affecting the yield of rice crop. So this statement is wrong because this shit blight disease is not a bacterial disease, but it is a fungal disease. The second says plants are more vulnerable to shit blight during the summer season. This statement is also wrong because plants are more vulnerable not in summer season but in rainy season. So both statement 1 and 2 are wrong. We have to choose incorrect statement. So correct answer will be option number D. Fine. Now this question is again a very easy factual question. Proton therapy as seen recently can be used for the treatment of cancer, tuberculosis, AIDS, Zika virus. So the correct answer is cancer. Fine. So now what is this proton therapy? So proton therapy or proton radiotherapy is a type of particle therapy that uses a beam of proton rather than X-rays to treat diseased tissue, most often in the treatment of cancer. Now it is considered as one of the most advanced form of external beam radiation therapy for cancer treatment in the world, and it is also known as proton beam therapy. Now the chief advantages of the proton therapy over the other types of external beam radiotherapy is that a charged particle, the dose is deposited over a narrow range of depth and there is a minimal entry, exit or scattered radiation doses. Now why this was in news? Because Vice President of India recently inaugurated India's first proton therapy center in Chennai for the treatment of cancer, and with this India became the 16th country in the world to offer this therapy of proton therapy. That's all. Fine. So we have 3 missions and we have to choose the correct statement. Dragonfly mission, NASA missions to Saturn. So this is wrong because Dragonfly mission is what? Is a mission to Titan, that is the largest moon of the Saturn planet, and not to the Saturn. The second about Cassini mission, first spacecraft to orbit Saturn. This statement is correct. The third says Ravana 1, Sri Lanka's first satellite. This statement is also correct. So 2 and 3 are the correct. So C will be the correct answer. Now just for a validation, so what is this Dragonfly mission? So it will be the first time that the NASA will fly a multi-rotor vehicle for science on another planet powered by nuclear power. Now what is this Cassini mission? So Cassini mission was first launched to study Saturn and its system of rings and moons. Now it was first spacecraft to orbit Saturn. Now what is this Ravana 1? It was in news very much. So Sri Lanka's first satellite Ravana 1 has been designed and developed by 2 local engineers and was successfully launched into the orbit. That's all. So question number 6 is about Varun Astra. Fine. So let us see the statements. The first says, and we have to choose incorrect statement. Okay. The first says it is an indigenously built heavyweight anti-submarine nuclear torpedo. So this statement is wrong because Varun Astra is an indigenously built heavyweight anti-submarine electrical torpedo. Fine, and not nuclear torpedo. The second says it has been developed by Naval Science and Technology Laboratories. This statement is correct. So only one is the incorrect statement here. So correct answer will be option number A. Now what is this Varun Astra? Varun Astra. So Varun Astra is an indigenously built heavyweight anti-submarine electric torpedo. It has been successfully inducted in the Navy, making India one of the 8 countries to have the capability to design and build such a system. It can be fired from the Rajput class destroyers, Delhi class, and all future anti-submarine warfare ships capable of firing heavyweight torpedoes. Now India also intends to sell the heavyweight torpedo to friendly nations. That's all. Now question number 7. ISRO plans to send humans to space as a part of Gangayaan mission by 2020. In this regard, consider the following statements. The first statement says India will be the 3rd country after Russia and USA to launch human spacecraft mission. So the space flight mission, this statement is wrong because India will be the 4th country after Russia, US and China to launch human spacecraft mission. The second statement says ISRO has signed an MOU with NASA for a short visit to International Space Station as a training mission. This statement is also wrong because ISRO and Russian Federal Space Agency, that is Roscosmos, have signed an MOU for a short visit to International Space Station as a training mission. Fine. So both statement 1 and 2 are wrong. So correct answer will be option number D, that is neither 1 nor 2. Now some validation about this Gangayaan mission. So Gangayaan mission will demonstrate Indian human space flight capability to low Earth orbit for a mission duration ranging from 1 orbital period to a maximum of 7 days. Now GSLV Mach 3 will be used to carry the orbital module, which will have necessary provisions for sustaining a 3-member crew for the duration of the missions. Now 2 unmanned flights and 1 unmanned flight will be undertaken as a part of the Gangayaan program. And recently, a Gangayaan National Advisory Council has been created with the members from different institutions and industries such as Secretaries of Department of Space, Department of Science and Technology, Department of Defense Research and Development, Department of Scientific Industrial Research, Principal Scientific Advisor to PM, and also officials from Armed Forces, Indian Coastal Guard, etc. That's all. Now question number 8 is about Chandipur virus, which was in news. So the first statement says the virus spreads mainly through the bite of sandflies and sometimes through mosquitoes. This statement is correct. The second says the virus is discovered in 2019 for the first time. This statement is wrong because the Chandipur virus was first discovered by 2 virologists of Pune-based National Institute of Virology in 1965. Fine. So only one is the correct answer. So A will be the correct answer. Now some validation. So why this was in news? Because Chandipur virus, named after the town in the Maharashtra where discovery was made and isolated. Chandipur virus is known to cause inflammation to the brain, progress rapidly from an influenza-like illness to coma and even death. Now there is no specific medicine for its treatment. However, with timely detection, hospitalization and treatment is given to the patient, then that could help to save the life. That's all. Now question number 9 is on Strom Ataka, which was seen in the news recently. Fine. So what is this? It's a Zika virus vaccine, military exercise between India and Mongolia, anti-submarine electric torpedo, or anti-tank missile. So the correct answer is, it is an anti-tank missile. That is option number D. So what is this Strom Ataka anti-tank missile? So India has signed rupees 200 crore deal to acquire this Strom Ataka anti-tank missile from where? From Russia, for its fleet of Mi-35 attack choppers, fine, which has also been exported from Russia only. So a deal was signed under the emergency clauses through which the missiles would be supplied within 3 months of contract signing. That's all. The last question of the class today. So we have to choose the correct statements regarding antimicrobial resistance. Fine. So you might have read a lot of editorial on this antimicrobial resistance. So let us see. So the first statement says, according to WHO, it's a global public health threat. This statement is correct. The second says, Madhya Pradesh and Kerala are the only states in the India that have developed an action plan to manage antimicrobial resistance. This statement is also correct. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct. So C will be the correct answer. Now what is this antimicrobial resistance? So according to WHO, AMR is the ability of a microorganism like bacteria, viruses and some parasites to stop an antimicrobial such as antibiotics, antivirals or antimalarial from working against it. And as a result, standard treatments become ineffective, infections persist and may spread to others. Now misuse of antibiotics in humans, animals and aquaculture contributes to AMR. Now poor management of waste from farms, factories, healthcare settings and households also adds to the problem. Now why this was a news? Because recently Madhya Pradesh has become the second state after Kerala to develop an action plan to manage antimicrobial resistance. So that's all for today. I hope you liked the class. Please like and subscribe our channel for more such videos. Thank you very much.